Okay. Just a second, need to adjust my volume. My headset was set up on way too high. Okay. So basically, as you can see, the basic gist of the game is that you get to move around. You have both a small jump and a large jump. So you can short hop or do a large jump depending on what you want in the situation. And there you go, we have the first death. It'll take me a second or two to get back into the zone. But once I do, we're not gonna see any stuff like that. Okay, so every stage has a key, which unlocks the door to the exit, and every stage also has a golden skull. The golden skull gives you 1 extra life. As you can see, you start with 1001 lives, and you're supposed to use that to pass all the stages, and that doesn't sound like it's very hard, but if you don't know what you're doing, every little thing in this game can kill you. So as you can see, these heads right here shoot darts. You can counter them with your own darts, which you can shoot pretty rapidly. But you have to time the counter for you. And some heads shoot rapidly. Like this one above me shoots once if I do this I can... Yeah, only 1001. That sounds like a lot, but some stages here literally take more than 100 tries. Like for me, only 2 stages did that. It was 10-4 and 9-5 or 9-4 I think. But I saw some people get stuck for over 200 lives on stages in World 4. So, it sounds like it's a lot, but it's not. But it's really easy to get some lives back, because like you can see, for each golden skull that you get 1 life back. And in addition to that, you can also purchase lives in a store that you have to unlock first. Oh, by the way, check this out, this is a spike here. Okay, so as you can see, the golden skull here is the first one that requires you to go a bit out of your way and redo one of the traps. It's still pretty easy. Okay, here we go. We're already making progress. Already in the stage next to last in World 1. You've seen nothing. This is the first world, okay? You see these 2 blocks here, the one next to me and the one in the wall? They're both spikes. And also this scorpion starts moving around once you hit it, so you have to time it properly. Yeah, here you go, this is a mess up. This is a stupid mess up because I know how to do that properly, but never mind that. Yeah. Okay. Enough with the stupid stuff. Okay. You need to wait for this guy to pass, and then you can go ahead and jump. And of course I had to mess it up again. Okay. Change in attitude and let's go. Okay. The thinner platform drops slower, so you have to get on that one first, and then you can get it to drop in this form so you can jump between them. And by the way, this block here is another spike. And that was the last stage of the first world. And here we go. By the way, the rats that I'm skipping are actually, you can talk to them and they say all sorts of interesting stuff. Like the elder spoke of a time with no checkpoints. He said the harder the journey, the greater the joy of success. That's a pretty good description of the game, by the way. Okay, and this stage is actually the entrance to the ruins. To the Ukampa ruins. And we'll see the plot in a second and we'll understand what I'm talking about. And by the way, almost every Let's Play I've seen so far missed the golden skull here. You have to take down this block and here it is. And people just don't bother looking for it because they don't think it has one, even though it pretty much states that it has one. Yes, I did. It took, so most of them were pretty predictable, because once you can see the blocks and tell which block does what. I'm gonna leave the story so you can read it. No, actually it's better that I don't talk while the story is playing. The plot is pretty simple. It's about a famous explorer who earned a lot of money, and he berates his son for not doing the same and going to school and actually becoming something. So his son obviously becomes an adventurer and does whatever any sensible man would do and goes after his father. I've earned my fortune all on my own. If you are a real man, you'd do the same. You don't deserve a single cent from me. One thing I found odd about the plot sections here is that they go from quotes to represent dialogue to no quotes when representing dialogue, which is kind of inconsistent and weird. But I guess I'm only noticing that because I'm a QA guy and I notice stuff like that. I've even managed to get the game to crash once. I still don't know how I did it. The outskirts of Bristol, England, Jim Hawkins Memorial Museum. By the way, the main character is called Aben Hawkins, or Aban Hawkins, I'm still not sure about that. And he's got a sister named Tina, and their father is named Jim Hawkins. And he fell into a crevasse in the Antarctic. So obviously his will was executed and they gave everything to Tina, even without having a body or anything. By the way, you can actually unlock the sister. You can unlock like about a bunch of characters, about 19 extra characters, each with its own different style or abilities. Some of them really break the game, but you can't actually play the main story with them. You have to replay the same levels that you've already played. So it doesn't really affect the experience because it's an addition and not mandatory. Actually, that is my job. I'm a QA engineer for manual testing of Wi-Fi products right now. So I have a lot of experience in testing. I did manual testing on missiles when I was in the military, and nowadays they do manual testing on emerging Wi-Fi technologies. Oh, this plot section is a lot longer than I remember it was. It's kind of ruining my vibe here, but it's about to end, so we'll endure it for one more second. And yeah, his goal is literally to get the treasure so he can throw it at his father's grave. That's pretty upsetting. Oh, and this is the funniest intro section I've ever seen. Nah, I'm exaggerating, but it's cute. Check it out. Oh no! It's gonna kill me! It's gonna kill me! It's gonna kill me! Ah! Oh! I'm alive! Yay! Okay, here we go. 2-1. Come on. Cha. Now check this out. The golden skull here is at such position that it always seems like it's part of the UI, but it's not actually. It took me a bunch of tries to actually notice that it's there. And this is a shortcut almost nobody knows about. I've only seen one Let's Play that actually got that, even though I found that on my first try. Actually, I'm only a PS Nation regular since... sorry about that. Slight confusion. Since not too long ago. I've listened to a bunch of their podcasts. Glenn always mentions the forums. Okay, no more stupid stuff. Glenn always mentions the forums and Facebook, and I said, okay, why not? I'll join the damn Facebook group. Oh, come on. The thing about this golden skull here is that you have to do a short hop and shoot at the same time to get to the shortcut here. That's it. I did it. Okay. Now this section is funny because it's meant to... Ah! Yeah. That was a mistake. Sorry about that. Okay, focus. Okay, the whole scorpion thing above, they're meant to look very scary and freak you out, but you can actually jump over them like this. So they're not a threat whatsoever. And we've unlocked the first character, Commander Video. But we're not going to use him, so we can ignore that one. Now, as you can see, all the blocks here fell, and they fell in a pretty nasty pattern. But if you look carefully, you'll see that there are all sorts of vegetation growing all around the stage. And wherever you see vegetation, that means that that spot is safe. So if you learn to recognize that and see that in advance, you can dodge some of the traps without even knowing that they're there by simply not going where the vegetation is not growing. And that was an extremely stupid death, I'm sorry about that. Just a second, I can't read what you wrote right now. Okay. Moving along here. I see. I've actually never listened to any of the episodes with Joel in them. I've started listening after the current cast with Josh and Glenn alone. Though I did get to listen to a lot of the episodes with Stuart and Bobby, which were pretty cool. It's always fun to hear Stuart talk. Even though he's not from a big development group, and I've never actually played any of their games, I believe, except Stranger's Wrath. I did play Stranger's Wrath. By the way, check out this dart here. You have to be really, really quick to avoid it. In this section here, you have to step on all of the platforms so you can use them to get back. And people always miss that their first time around. Okay, this one here, you have to jump on one, and then shoot one, and then jump on the other, shoot the other. And then long jump here, long jump there, and there we go. And of course I had to get the dart. Never mind. Sorry about that. I've been listening for about 150 episodes of PS Nation, I believe. Maybe even a bit less than that. I think I started listening around E3 2 years ago. Okay, there we go. And that was 2-4. Now this is the last stage of World 2. Let's hope I don't die too much in it, because it's pretty hard. It's one of the hardest stages in the game, actually. At least to me. The thing here is that there are several sections here that you have to counter darts in. And countering darts is never fun. And also there's this synchronization thing here with the flames around it. This is actually the first stage with the flames are trapped, if I'm not mistaken. Here, you see, you have to counter this dart, and counter this dart, and then there are spikes here, and like I said, the vegetation tells you where it's safe to stand, and you have to counter this one, and this one, and this one, and of course there's the flames over here, and you can see this is one of the more relentless levels we've seen so far. Still nothing compared to World 4, but it's the start of the madness. And here we go, first try. Moving right along. And this is another transition stage at the end of the world, where you get a bunch of lives. And of course there's a golden skull that's well hidden. You'll see it in a second. Pew pew pew! By the way, feel free to comment on that madness that we just went through on this stage 2-4, 2-5, sorry. And we got the first lost key. 50 lives up. That's nothing. Take a look at this stage here. This is 3-1, also known as 1001 Spikes. Now, these spikes here have a rhythm of 1-2 to them. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and of course there's a spike there and I forgot about it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and you have to push this block so you can actually use it as a step. Okay, now that we've passed that section, this section is more about timing the flamethrower. And of course I didn't time it right. Never mind, I'll do it in the next try. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's okay. You'll miss a couple of stages, but that's okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Bah! Why did I do that? Focus. Sorry about the verbal metronome, but that helps to keep the rhythm in check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And there we go. Took me 3 tries, but that's okay. Sometimes you have to do what you gotta do. Okay, and here we go. 3-2. Come on. This stage took me a while on my first try, I remember. And you'll see why in a sec. There's an elevator there, that's a bit of a trap. Like that alien guy from Star Wars. It's a trap! Okay, you see that innocent little elevator on the below? It has a spike on it. So whenever you stand on it, you have a jump. Like this. And if you don't time your jumps whenever the spike comes out, you're gonna die. And that's a lot of fun, isn't it? Focus, focus, focus. Okay. Now we gotta drop here, jump on this one. Time the jump with the return of the platform. Kinda sounds like a horror movie. Return of the platform. Okay. 1, 2. Rhythm is a bit faster than I remembered, but never mind. No problem, Daniel. Kinda lost my rhythm here, so I have to wait for a bit for it to synchronize. Okay, and here we go. Now, no more silly mistakes. Stupid elevator. Sorry about that. Sometimes the timing gets you even after you used it. And I messed up this rhythm here. Come on. Give it to me. Okay, here we go. Back to the annoying section. Can't believe I did this on the first try on the Vita. Shows that I waited too long before doing the speedrun. Okay, here we go. You gotta listen to the spikes pop out, and then you can jump. They made a slight ticking sound before they pop out. And there we go. Okay, and you see this platform here? We had to leave it so we can use it to jump. And here we go. Onwards to 3-3. That was a waste of a few lives, but that's okay. That happens. If it didn't happen, this wouldn't have been 101 lives. Now check out these guys. They jump in 2 speeds. They do one short jump and one long jump. They alternate between them. They have to make sure to jump above them at the right time. This part here usually requires you to jump over them. No, it didn't. That's okay. Okay, now this platform is gonna fall. Hello! Now, do you see these 2 spikes and the safe zone? As you can see, you can identify the safe zone by the vegetation. Since it has a little bush in it, then you can see that it's safe, even before you step on it. So in case you didn't get that the first time and you got hit by one of the spikes, when you look at it again, you can check out that it's a safe zone by identifying that vegetation there. And that was 3-3, first try. Onwards to 3-4. And this is another level where the golden skull looks like it's part of the user interface, because it's on the bottom right, on the top right for some reason. Sorry about that. I actually like this level because it took me a bit of time to understand how to solve it. And you see this platform falls, and these 2 platforms fall as well. So what you're supposed to do, basically, is drop this platform, and then go take the key and jump on it below. But there's actually a way to counter that, and not bother with that. And that's to use this here. Ah! No, I didn't do that correctly. Sorry about that. Okay, I'll show this shortcut now. If I didn't drop the left platform, then I could have used that, yeah. Okay, now I remember how it works. You have to drop on it and use it to get the key. And then you can use this one as a shortcut, and you don't have to take the bottom route at all. You can just skip it. Like so. And that was 3-4. Only one level and we're finishing World 3. And we unlocked Sugimoto, which is one of my favorite characters because he has an air dash. Okay, 3-5. Or as you call it, the boulder level. Okay, now here the trickiest part is the golden skull, because it's situated in a very annoying spot. Ah! There are 10 worlds, out of which World 5 is very short and only has... Oh, World 6, sorry, is very short and only has one actual level, which is a boss. And the rest of the worlds have 5 levels each, as well as a transition level. And right now we're in the last level of World 3, which means that we've already did 30% of the game. Go us! Okay. Now that's the way. Whew. I hate that timing there. Ah! Sorry about that. I hate that golden skull. Okay, now I'm gonna do it. This is victory time. And in victory time there are no losers. 1, 2, 3. Follow the boulder. take the key, jump over it, jump over this one. Oh, this is a bit faster. Yeah, I should have done that a long time ago. Never mind. Okay, so here we go. And the second part of the level is pretty easy, so I don't believe that I'll have any trouble with that. But that scorpion there blocked my way, so I had to redo these two. And there we go. Now I have to flip the switch, and then go over to the left side. Okay, so that was the switch. Now I have to wait for the boulders to allow me to pass. I believe that's it. Okay, now the problem here is that you have to have the boulders timed with the spikes. So I need to wait one cycle, for the timing to be better. No, still not good enough. Let's wait a bit more. Yeah, I think you should have taken that first one. Ah, never mind. Okay, and now just a big jump. And I almost got hit by that boulder, but never mind. And we've beaten World 3. On World 2, World 4. But of course we have the transition stage first. And in this stage, the Golden Skull is even creepier than it is in other stages. It's here. Ha! Bet you would have never saw that coming. You know, this time, since World 3 was a bit harder than World 2, we're awarded with more lives. So the secret key at the end of this world, which we're going to collect in a second, will give us 100 lives. It's the key of Peddler. 100 up. And here we go, World 4. And we've unlocked Junie, which has multiple jumps, which is pretty cool. Okay, now this level is all about timing the fireballs. They go in cycles of 2, and there's a pretty annoying section at the end of it, but if my instincts are good enough, then we won't have any trouble with that. Ah, I shouldn't have done that, but at least I'm not dead. There we go.